Welcome, delegates. My name is Tanang Nguyệt. Today I am honored to join IEEE International Future Energy Electronic Conference. In my poster, the topic I want to talk about is a recent innovation wave of deep learning in solar power forecasting technique using ANN. Solar energy is a popular renewable energy source because of its abundance and environmental friendly. According to statistics, the installed PV capacity worldwide by 2030 will be about 1,700 gigawatts. Therefore, in recent years, solar power is played a significant role in providing electricity for people. The power output is a challenging issue of solar power because it is highly dependent on uncertain and uncontrollable factors such as solar radiation, atmospheric temperature, wind, pressures, and humidity. When the capacity of solar power increases, the risk due to the uncontrollable nature of solar power on rise. So, energy storage and solar power generation forecasting are two main solutions to reduce the risk. However, the limitation of energy storage solution is high installation and management costs. In contrast, the second solution of solar power generation capacity forecasting based on solar radiation prediction has many advantages, such as being cheap, instantaneous, effective in optimizing the operation of small grids, reducing the impact uncertainty, and solving economic problems in the power system. Next, I will talk about solar power generation capacity forecast using ANN. ANN applies the information processing mechanism of human brain. It has a unique ability for highly precise nonlinear function. And it is used in diverse fields such as meteorological forecasting, energy forecasting, finance, physics, engineering, medicine, etc. Figure 1 is a basic model ANN that is commonly used in solar power generation capacity forecasting. The basic ANN architecture is divided into three parts: the input layer, the hidden layer, and the output layer, which consists of artificial neuron and connection. In the ANN, except for the input layer, all neurons of other layer are fully connected with neurons in the previous layer. The input layer will receive the input data. In the hidden layer, neurons will receive input data from previous layer. They will process the input data in combination with weight, bias, and activation function to output the result to the output layer. The neuron of output layer will collect data from nearest hidden layer and output the result. The chaining process will be repeated until the error of result is within an allowable range of the limit of the number of iterations is exceeded. In the field of solar power generation forecasting, the most commonly used activation function are signal function, hyperbolic Tanger function, Gaussian radial basic function, linear regression function, rectify linear unit, and leaky rectify linear unit. Next, I want to talk about the forecasting model combining deep learning model with other models.
Figure 2 are ANN hybrid models for PV power forecasting.
With machine learning models, we can combine ANN with statistical models, time series, numerical weather prediction, optimization, and some other hybrid model. With deep learning model, we can use CNN, INN, SBN, VAE, and hybrid model. In RNN model, we have combined model of LSTM and ZRU. Table 1 is a statistical of scientific publication on using LSTM model in forecasting solar power capacity. I got data from sciencedirect.com. The static table shows that the number of studies on using LSTM for prediction generation power increased sharply in 2020 and 2021. In 2018, only 8 studies were published. By 2020, this number will be increased 9 times to 72 studies, and as of September 2021, this number is 142 studies. LSTM was first proposed in 1997 by Seth Hochstetter Research Group, and from their statistics, we can see that the combined model of LSTM have great advantage and potential to be exploited in predicting power generation capacity. The advantage of LSTM is that it can solve problem of long-term dependencies in RNNs due to the effect of vanishing gradient. Table 2 is a statistical of scientific publication on using the ZRU model in forecasting solar power capacity. I also extracted data from sciencedirect.com. Looking at the statistic table, we can see the number of studies on the ZRU model also increased sharply in 2020 and 2021. In 2018, there were 9 studies on the ZRU model, but until September 2021, this number increased to 4 times and 37 publishes. ZRU first proposed in 2014 by Kyusun Cho Research Group. This ZRU first research group has shown the advantage of ZRU over LSTM as it has a simple structure, fewer changing parameters. The reason why the number of studies of ZRU is less than that of LSTM is that ZRU is studied later than LSTM, so the document for ZRU development in predicting solar power generation capacity will be less than that of LSTM. With table 3, I checked data from IEEE explore.IEEE.com about research paper related to using ANN, LSTM, ZRU model in forecasting solar power generation capacity. Statistics show that the research on LSTM from 2017 to 2021 has been nearly equal to the number of studies on ANN model from 2010 to 2021. The research on the ZRU model on IEEE is still very few, with 6 studies from 2019 to 2021. This shows that LSTM is still preferred by research group over ZRU. To be more detailed, I have compared typical solar power generation forecasting model from 2019 to 2021. As statistics in table 4. From table 4, it can be seen that the research group mainly use model combined model of LSTM and ZRU to forecast generating capacity for solar power plants. LSTM and ZRU model give higher accuracy than traditional ANN, DNN, RNN models with the same data set and prediction domain. Also, ZIU model is less than LSTM. The accuracy of ZIU model is higher than that of LSTM. Possible in the study of Dilly et al. The proposed ZIU in the season easy. First of all, is a study of Dilly et al. The proposed ZIU in the easy season improves the accuracy of MRE by 33.9% over ANN, 20.8% over DNN, and 12.5% over proposed LSTM model. With RMSA, the ZIU model has higher accuracy than above three models, respectively 68.5%, 54.7%, and 36.7%. In the difficult season, ZIU improves the accuracy of MRE compared with ANN, DNN, and LSTM, respectively 52.8%, 32.1%, and 23.6%. With RMSE, the ZIU model has higher accuracy than the above three models, respectively 62.6%, 48.9%, and 45.9%. Abdelkader Diary and his research team has shown that ZIU still has some problems such as slow conversion and low learning efficiency, leading to long training time and underfitting error. They propose a completely new model, variational autoencoder VRE. Comparing the result with 8 other models, ANN, ZIU, LSTM, VRE, Con LSTM, by LSTM, RBM, and stack autoencoder SRE with the same input data set, so that LSTM, ZIU, and VRE perform slightly better than other models. VRE has lower RMSE and MRE than ZIU and LSTM. The conclusion: the prediction of solar power generation capacity with high accuracy is very important in the power grid operation. The popular solar power generation forecasting models are deep learning models such as CNN, ANN, LSTM, CNN and LSTM, ZIU, VRE, etc. In the future, the combined models of LSTM, ZIU, VRE will have forecast solar generation capacity more accurately, especially for medium-term and long-term forecasting horizon. The building of a model to forecast solar generating capacity for a plant, but can use many accurate input data set from independent supply within the allowable limit being also studies. So I finished my poster at here. Thank you for your attention.